Wing Chun for beginners, and today I'm going to show you the basic Wing Chun stance. Just like the tower that you saw, without the foundation, you cannot build a skyscraper. The Wing Chun stance is the very foundation of the entire Wing Chun system. And today I'm going to show you the proper way of doing it and also the common mistakes that people make when it comes to Wing Chun stance. Let's get started. Now, you would start with your foot like this way, neutral. And the way you do it now, we all have different height. So, what you want to do is you want to open up like that, as wide as you could. And then you would do one more pivot, like so. Like that. And you're pointing inward. Now, the Wing Chun stance in Chinese, in Cantonese term, I was born in Hong Kong, so I speak Cantonese. In order to understand the Wing Chun system or the Wing Chun stance, you have to understand the history, where that came from. In order to learn something or to master something, you have to know not just from your Sifu, your instructor, but where this stuff came from and how that came about. It will give you a much better understanding. So, Yi in Chinese, it means the letter, the number 2. In Chinese, the number 2 looks like this. It has horizontal line, another horizontal line. So you notice this stance, like that. If you can imagine the 2 here, one horizontal line, and other horizontal line at the bottom, like so. That looks like a 2 in the Chinese language. Yi Kim Yang Ma, it means, Ma means stance. Kim Yang means actually you are kind of like riding and squeezing a sheep. Yang means sheep in Chinese. Yi. So use your foot, your two number, squeeze the sheep stance. What the hell does that mean? You have to understand this is not the way that you fight in Wing Chun. I see a lot of Wing Chun practitioners, they go and then they fight like this. You can't fucking move this way. This is designed, you have to understand hundreds and hundreds of years ago. There's no fucking YouTube. How do people pass down knowledge? They have to come up with terms, they come up with words, there's no motion picture. Hey, you know what? Let's think of this as like you're squeezing a sheep. Easy to remember, we remember that. And also, say you're not gonna squeeze a sheep this way. Your force, all that is internal, you're squeezing in, that's your foundation. For people to remember, oh, that's okay, I got that. You have to understand back then, martial arts is actually a career. People, like martial artists, they would protect people who have like business people or transportation. It's actually a skill, kill people not getting killed. Back then, it's actually a career, right? So people take that very, very seriously. And in order to learn the art, they have to do it something like this. So one more time, very important. Here, open up. Like that. Now, if you do it like that, that's too wide, right? You can see it's not a karate stance, right? It's not a karate stance. So, from here, it should be like almost a little bit slightly, just a little bit wider than your shoulder, like so. But your force, your focus, this is internal. This is internal. It's not like this. It's not like this. It's not like this. And let me turn this side. Common mistake people make when they do the stance, the Wing Chun stance, they do it too much like that. See, I'm off balance. That's not good. They do too much like this. That's not good, right? Neutral, and you kind of sit on it, and you hear your butt. You sit on it. You should be able to sit for hours, like that. And when you do your form, so. Goes back to why they use this stance. Back then, remember Wing Chun, Canton, from Canton, the history, this is the underground art that the government banned. So a lot of Wing Chun practitioners, a lot of martial art masters, they were actually riding on what we call the red boat. A lot of that came from that. They were the one that back then was fighting the government, right? So they have to practice. And here's the thing, when you're on a boat is wobbly and you don't have a lot of space. We're talking about those kind of boat made in wood. So they need a stance where they could practice. And back then, they don't have a lot of equipment. What this stance is designed to do is designed to be a weighted vest. A weighted vest. Because if they just practice like this is one thing, but you do it like this, you have to learn to explode from this position, right? That's what it's designed to do. It's not designed to fight like this. It's designed to, just like you're not gonna fight like this in Wing Chun. People see the Wing Chun guys like this, right? They think, okay, let's fight like fucking like this. This is the fucking painting a wall. It's a dictionary. It's designed to show you an idea what the philosophy is and how the techniques work. It's not how you fight. You know, this is not how you fight. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's a weighted vest. You learn from here, this, right? You learn to explode. That's what it's designed to do. That is what's that designed to do. So, goes back to the stance. Like so, weight, here, focus this, internal, not this, not too high, your center of gravity, not too low, not too high, neutral. Drop your shoulder, relax. Just like that. When you do this, you do your form. Right? When you do your form. When you do your form, same. Like all the stuff that you do, it's all here. Right? All the stuff that you do, it's all from here. This takes years to master. It does take. That's not how you fight, but you got to learn this. This is no good. That's no good. To a point where you don't really have to. At first, you kind of do it through this way, but really you can do it anytime. And I can be doing like this, right? 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 You can do all of that from there. Yi Kim Yama. That's the Wing Chun stance. So practice it. Look at the details. Feel your center of gravity. Feel your balance. Are you off balance? Are you like this? Are you like that? You have to feel the balance, right? Just like this. Remember, it's a weighted vest. It's not, you don't fight like this. You don't get into a fighting stance like this because fucking your groin is open, your throat is open. You don't want to do that. But it's a good foundation, just like how you build a skyscraper. That's where you start. Practice it, practice well. Comment below if you have any other questions about the stance. This is a new Wing Chun series that I am creating. In the next few weeks, I'm going to show you the basic Wing Chun blocks. I'm going to show you the basic Wing Chun strikes because I'm getting a lot of questions, not just from people all over the world, not just people interested in Bruce Lee's martial art, but people actually particularly interested in Wing Chun. And Wing Chun is a big part of my martial art career. I've studied under 4 different Wing Chun instructors, all 4 from Yip Man. And so I am a huge Wing Chun fan. Although what I do today, I have evolved as a martial artist, but Wing Chun is definitely one of my foundation art for sure. So check out my other videos on this side. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do that. Hit the subscribe button so every time I upload a new video, I will release a new video, you will get notified. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Be water, my friend.